The burden of unforgiveness. We often carry unseen burdens. These are emotional weights, grudges, resentments, and hurts we refuse to release. They impact our well-being. Unforgiveness is like a chain. It binds us to the past, preventing us from moving forward. Breaking free is essential for healing. Forgiveness is an act of self-care. A path to healing. Forgiveness is not about condoning hurtful behavior. It is not about forgetting what happened. It is not about letting someone off the hook. Forgiveness is about releasing the negative emotions that are holding us back. It is about choosing to let go of anger, resentment, and hurt. It is about freeing ourselves from the past so that we can move forward with our lives. Forgiveness is a powerful act of self-healing. When we forgive, we are not just healing ourselves, we are also healing our relationships. Forgiveness can help to mend broken bonds and create a stronger foundation for future connections. It can also lead to greater empathy and understanding. It allows us to see the situation from a different perspective and recognize the humanity in others. The act of forgiveness can be transformative. It can shift our perspective and change the way we see the world. It can open our hearts to compassion and allow us to experience greater peace and joy. It can also empower us to take control of our emotions and choose how we respond to difficult situations. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. Forgiveness is not always easy. It can be a challenging process, especially when we have been deeply hurt. It may require time, patience, and effort, but the rewards of forgiveness are immeasurable. It can lead to a greater sense of peace, freedom, and well-being. It can help us to create a more fulfilling and meaningful life. It is a gift we give ourselves. A journey to inner peace. Forgiveness is not a destination but a journey. It is a process that unfolds over time. There is no right or wrong way to forgive. What matters is that we are willing to embark on the journey. It is a journey of self-discovery, healing, and growth. It is a journey that can lead us to a place of greater peace and happiness. The first step on the journey of forgiveness is often the hardest. It requires us to acknowledge the hurt we have experienced. It requires us to confront the pain and allow ourselves to feel it fully. This can be uncomfortable, but it is an essential part of the healing process. We cannot heal what we do not acknowledge. Once we have acknowledged our hurt, we can begin to explore the possibility of forgiveness. This does not mean that we condone the behavior that caused us pain. It simply means that we are willing to let go of the negative emotions that are holding us back. This can be a difficult step, but it is a crucial one. As we move forward on the journey of forgiveness, we may experience a range of emotions. We may feel anger, sadness, confusion, and even relief. It is important to allow ourselves to feel these emotions without judgment. Forgiveness is not about suppressing our feelings, it is about processing them in a healthy way. It is about allowing ourselves to heal. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. It's not about sweeping things under the rug or pretending they didn't happen. True forgiveness is a deeply personal process. It involves acknowledging the hurt and pain caused by another person's actions or your own actions. It's about accepting that the past cannot be changed. It is about making a conscious choice to release the negative emotions associated with the event. This doesn't mean condoning the behavior, but rather choosing to free yourself from the burden of anger and resentment. Forgiveness is an act of self-care. It is about prioritizing your own emotional well-being. When you forgive, you choose to let go of the negativity that can weigh you down. This can have a profound impact on your mental and physical health. It allows you to move forward with your life, unburdened by the past. It opens up space for healing and growth. Forgiveness is not a one-time event. It can be a journey that takes time and effort. There might be setbacks along the way. You might find yourself revisiting the hurt and pain. This is normal. Be patient with yourself and allow yourself the time and space you need to heal. It's a process of gradually releasing the negative emotions and choosing to focus on your own well-being. True forgiveness involves letting go of the desire for revenge or retribution. It's about recognizing that holding on to anger and resentment only hurts you in the long run. It doesn't mean that you forget what happened. It means that you choose to no longer let it define you or control your emotions. It's about reclaiming your power and choosing peace over pain. Forgiving someone does not mean condoning their behavior. These two concepts are often confused. Condoning implies that you approve of or excuse the hurtful actions. Forgiveness acknowledges the wrong and chooses to release the negativity. It separates the person from the action. It recognizes that holding on to anger prolongs your suffering. Forgiveness means letting go of anger and resentment. It means choosing to move forward, creating a future free from the burden of the past, choosing to live a life free from anger and resentment. Forgiveness and forgetting are not the same. Forgiving someone doesn't mean erasing the memory of what happened. In fact, it's important to remember the past so that we can learn from it. Forgiveness is about changing your relationship to the past. It's about acknowledging the hurt and pain, but choosing to no longer let it control your present or future. It's about accepting what happened and moving forward with your life. Forgetting, on the other hand, implies that the event never occurred. This can be detrimental, especially in cases of trauma or abuse. It's important to remember what happened so that we can protect ourselves in the future. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning the behavior. It simply means that we choose to release the negative emotions associated with it. It's about choosing to focus on our own healing and well-being. Forgiveness is about changing your emotional response to the past. You may still remember the event clearly. You may still feel sadness or anger at times. But forgiveness allows you to process those emotions in a healthy way. It allows you to move forward without being constantly weighed down by the past. It's about choosing peace over pain. It's about choosing to live a life free from the burden of anger and resentment. Forgiveness is a process, not a destination. It takes time and effort. There may be setbacks along the way. Be patient with yourself and allow yourself the time and space you need to heal. It's important to remember that forgiveness is not about the other person. It's about you. It's about choosing to free yourself from the past and create a brighter future. Forgiveness is often confused with reconciliation. While they can go hand in hand, they are distinct concepts. Forgiveness is an internal process. It's about releasing negative emotions and choosing to let go of anger and resentment. Reconciliation, on the other hand, involves restoring a relationship. It requires both parties to be willing to work through the hurt and rebuild trust. Forgiveness can occur without reconciliation. You can forgive someone without ever speaking to them again. Reconciliation may not always be possible or healthy. In some cases, it may be necessary to maintain distance from the person who caused you harm. This doesn't mean that you haven't forgiven them. It simply means that you are prioritizing your own safety and well-being. Forgiveness is about releasing the negativity that is holding you back. It's not about condoning the behavior or allowing it to continue. Forgiveness can pave the way for reconciliation, but it doesn't guarantee it. Even if reconciliation is not possible, forgiveness can still bring you peace and healing. It allows you to move forward with your life without being burdened by anger and resentment. It allows you to focus on your own well-being and create a future free from the pain of the past. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. It's about choosing to release the negativity that is holding you back and creating space for healing and growth. It's about choosing to live a life free from the burden of anger and resentment. It's about choosing peace over pain. It's about choosing to move forward with your life. Forgiveness is essential for emotional well-being. Holding on to anger and resentment can have a negative impact on your mental and physical health. Studies have shown that unforgiveness can lead to increased stress, anxiety, and depression. It can also weaken the immune system and contribute to physical ailments. Forgiveness, on the other hand, can lower stress levels, improve sleep, and boost overall well-being. Forgiveness can improve your relationships. When you forgive someone, you release the negative emotions that can create distance and conflict. This can create space for healing and strengthen the bond between you. Even if the relationship is not restored, forgiveness can still bring you peace and closure. It allows you to move forward without being burdened by anger and resentment. Forgiveness can free you from the past. When you hold on to anger and resentment, you are essentially allowing the past to control your present. Forgiveness allows you to break free from this cycle. It allows you to let go of the negative emotions and move forward with your life. It allows you to create a future free from the pain of the past. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for personal growth. It allows you to develop greater empathy and compassion, both for yourself and for others. It can help you to learn from your mistakes and move forward with greater wisdom and understanding. It can lead to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. The first step in the process of forgiveness is acknowledging the hurt. This means facing the pain head-on and allowing yourself to feel the full impact of the offense. It's important to acknowledge the validity of your emotions, whether it's anger, sadness, betrayal, or disappointment. Don't try to minimize or dismiss your feelings. Allow yourself to experience them fully without judgment. This is an essential part of the healing process. Acknowledging the hurt can be a difficult process. It can bring up painful memories and emotions. It can be tempting to try to avoid these feelings or push them down. However, true healing requires us to face our pain and process it in a healthy way. This can involve journaling, talking to a trusted friend or therapist, or simply allowing yourself to cry. It's important to remember that acknowledging the hurt doesn't mean condoning the behavior that caused it. It simply means recognizing the impact it had on you. It's about validating your own experience and allowing yourself to feel the emotions that arise. This is a crucial step in the process of forgiveness. Acknowledging the hurt is a sign of strength, not weakness. It takes courage to face our pain and confront the emotions that come with it. It's a necessary step in the healing process. By acknowledging the hurt, we create space for healing and growth. We begin to take control of our emotional well-being. Acknowledge the hurt and sit with the pain. Feel emotions without judgment. It's part of healing. Be patient. Healing takes time. Expressing emotions is crucial for healing. Find healthy outlets like talking, journaling, or creative activities. Release negativity constructively. Forgiveness is a conscious, empowering choice. Let go of anger and resentment for your well-being. It's a journey, not a one-time event. Let go of resentment to move forward. Focus on healing and well-being. Reclaim your power and choose peace. Embrace the present and prioritize well-being. Set boundaries and practice self-compassion. Healing is a continuous process. Forgiveness reduces stress and improves health. It benefits cardiovascular health and boosts immunity. Forgiveness is self-care for your body. Forgiveness frees you from negative emotions. It reduces anxiety, boosts self-esteem, and improves relationships, creates space for joy and peace. Forgiveness enhances mental clarity and focus. It reduces stress and improves decision-making. Shift to a more positive outlook. Forgiveness improves communication and relationships. It creates a harmonious social environment. Inspire others to practice forgiveness. Forgiveness deepens spiritual connection. It enhances purpose, compassion, and empathy. Connect to a universal energy of love. Forgiveness inspires and creates positive change. It promotes peace and breaks cycles of violence. Leave a legacy of healing and transformation. Cultivating a forgiving heart is a lifelong journey. It requires conscious effort, patience, and self-compassion. It is not about suppressing your emotions or pretending that everything is okay. It is about choosing to release the negativity that is holding you back and creating space for healing and growth. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness can help you to become more aware of your thoughts and emotions. This awareness is essential for recognizing when you're holding on to anger and resentment. By becoming more mindful, you can choose to respond to difficult situations with compassion and understanding rather than reactivity. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes and that it's okay to be imperfect. Forgive yourself for your past mistakes and choose to learn from them. Self-compassion creates a foundation for forgiveness and allows you to extend compassion to others. Seek support. If you are struggling to forgive, seek support from a trusted friend, family member, therapist, or spiritual advisor. Talking about your feelings can help you to process them in a healthy way. Having a supportive network can make the journey of forgiveness easier and more fulfilling. Practice gratitude. Focusing on the good things in your life can help to shift your perspective and create a more positive outlook. Gratitude can help you to appreciate the present moment and let go of the negativity that is holding you back. It can open your heart to forgiveness and create a sense of peace and joy. Self-forgiveness is a crucial component of overall well-being. It involves acknowledging your mistakes, understanding their impact, and making a conscious decision to let go of the associated guilt and shame. It is about recognizing that you are human and that making mistakes is an inherent part of the human experience. Self-forgiveness is not about excusing your actions, but about accepting them, learning from them, and moving forward. Understanding self-forgiveness begins with recognizing the difference between guilt and shame. Guilt is the feeling that arises when you believe you have done something wrong, whereas shame is the feeling that you are inherently flawed because of your actions. Guilt can be constructive, prompting you to make amends and change your behavior. Shame, however, can be destructive, leading to a negative self-image and impeding your ability to forgive yourself. Self-forgiveness also involves releasing unrealistic expectations and perfectionism. Many people hold themselves to impossibly high standards, believing that they should never make mistakes. This mindset can lead to a cycle of self-criticism and guilt. By acknowledging that perfection is unattainable and that making mistakes is part of growth, you can begin to let go of self-judgment and embrace self-forgiveness. Finally, understanding self-forgiveness means recognizing its benefits. It offers emotional relief, reduces stress, and promotes mental and physical health. It can improve your relationships with others by allowing you to show up more authentically and compassionately. Ultimately, self-forgiveness frees you from the burdens of the past and enables you to live more fully in the present. Self-compassion is the foundation of self-forgiveness. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend in distress. Everyone makes mistakes. They do not define your worth. Acknowledge your pain without judgment and offer yourself comfort. Be mindful of your inner dialogue. Many are their own harshest critics. Challenge and change negative self-talk patterns. Replace self-criticism with kindness and encouragement. It is okay to make mistakes. You deserve forgiveness. Recognize your shared humanity. Everyone experiences failure and disappointment. Understand you are not alone in your struggles. This perspective can alleviate feelings of isolation. Self-compassion includes self-care. Take care of your well-being. Engage in activities that bring joy and relaxation. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Nurture yourself to create a supportive environment for healing. Forgiving yourself takes time and effort. There may be setbacks, and that is okay. Be gentle with yourself and allow time to heal. Self-forgiveness is about accepting the past and moving forward with compassion. Forgiving yourself is a journey with key steps. First, acknowledge the mistake and take responsibility. Reflect on the emotions that arise and allow yourself to feel them. Make amends if possible. Learn from the experience and grow. Finally, let go of the past and move forward. Forgiving yourself is an ongoing journey that requires continuous effort and self-reflection. It is not a linear process, and there may be times when you feel like you are taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Practice gratitude and focus on the positive aspects of your life. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Seek support from those who encourage and uplift you. Mindfulness and meditation can help you stay present and centered. Self-forgiveness is an act of self-love and compassion. Embrace your journey with kindness and patience. Forgiveness profoundly impacts our emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. Holding on to anger and bitterness weighs us down. Forgiveness liberates us, opening a future of peace and joy. It is an act of strength and courage. Confronting pain and releasing negativity is essential. Forgiveness transforms our lives, fostering healing and growth. It reclaims our power, freeing us from resentment. It's not about condoning hurtful behavior. Acknowledge the offense, validate emotions, and let go of anger. Respond with compassion and empathy. Forgiveness is a gift to ourselves. It heals us from the inside out. It breaks the chains of the past, creating a hopeful future, a journey to wholeness, joy, and inner peace. Forgiveness is a lifelong journey, not a destination. It requires ongoing effort, patience, and self-compassion. We may stumble and struggle to let go, but we can always return to the path of forgiveness. Embrace a forgiving heart, open to compassion and understanding. See the good in others and recognize our shared humanity. Choose to live free from anger and resentment. Forgiveness is always possible. It can transform our lives and those around us. Create a ripple effect of positivity. Forgiveness is a gift to ourselves and others. Take the first step today, embrace forgiveness and begin your journey to freedom. You deserve a life free from the past. Choose forgiveness and embrace the future with an open heart.